Hello YouTube, I am the Reverse Effect, and today we're going to be talking about those itty-gritty, wonderful Trump protesters. And this is technically the first video that I am putting out on my channel, so let me tell you a little bit about what I am. I am anti-SJW, not necessarily what they believe in, because I think most of them have good intentions, but how they represent themselves and how they try to force ideologies on people that don't want to change their ideologies, especially when their side of the argument is complete garbage. And for this reason is why you see people out here protesting in the streets and getting ran over. Trump is not a horrible, racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, homophobic person that the leftist media has played him out to be. If you believe this, you have been duped. I, for one, am wanting to spread the truth. And if that truth happens to go against a certain framing of a certain SJW group, you are the problem. Me expressing my opinion does not go against you in any way. The first thing I want to go over in this video is a woman protesting against Trump in the middle of a street. In fact, more than a street, a highway. Here's a video.
Get over here!
Guys, get over here!
Off the freeway!
Get off the freeway!
Get off the fucking highway! Get the fuck off the highway!
It's funny because almost like you've been told your entire life how going in the road could get you hit by a car, you get hit by a car. Funny how it works that way. And also, prior to screaming, "Get off the fucking road," everyone was running into the road, acting as if this was not a repercussion of what was going to happen, acting as if the cars are just going to magically stop and not see their little cell phone lights, when people don't really focus on that. They're looking ahead, not at the cell phone lights of the crowds of people pouring in from the side ramp. You are an idiot. I feel bad for you for getting hit by a car, but at the same time, you deserved it. You don't need to be in a road. I was honestly under the impression that people were going to stop running into the road when people were getting ran over at the Black Lives Matter protest. It's like people refuse to learn their lesson. There is a way to protest without getting in the road. And I am by no means saying that what these people are doing is not a legitimate form of protest. You can walk around screaming "F Donald Trump," hashtag not my president. That's perfectly fine. But when you start getting in the way of traffic, which is illegal, knocking over shit in the city, burning shit in the city, that is all illegal. That is not a form of protest. That is rioting. It doesn't matter which way you look at it. And it doesn't matter that they're going against Trump. Even if they were going against Hillary, I would be saying the same thing. I am not an advocate for Hillary and or Trump. I see something stupid that is going on and I want to address it. That's why I'm making this video. You cannot go out and commit crimes under the form of saying it is a protest. That is complete and utter garbage. You are the problem. You need to reevaluate your needs. You need to look at it from other perspectives. All these people are doing is saying they do not respect democracy. They do not respect free thinking, and they do. To me, it's proving that they haven't done any research. As you notice, all these protests are done by college kids. College kids are typically ultra mega liberal, and the only reason why I feel like they're protesting is because they've been lied to by the media for this entire election, and they refuse to do any small amount of research into actually looking into both candidates. They can tell you that he's racist, xenophobic, and all this other stuff, but they can't tell you exactly what he said. They can't tell you his foreign policy. They can tell you what he wants to do on immigration, but it's not correct, because if you ask them, they say he wants to deport all Mexicans, when in reality he just wants to stop illegal immigration, which is something nearly every other country does. It's not just America. Just because we want to stop illegal immigrants from coming in, which is actually a problem, it's not racist. That does not mean racism. Just because someone has a different way of handling an issue from you does not make you a racist. And that's something that I've noticed pretty commonly among all of these people, that if you have a different position or a different opinion on something, and this isn't just SJWs. SJWs are almost completely different from this. Like, this is encompassing a lot of people now. Just because someone has a different opinion, they automatically assume that you're racist. Like the picture I have on the board right now, I've seen this on Facebook and other social media like Twitter and Tumblr and stuff like that multiple times. And this is straight up calling out everybody that voted for Trump. 600 million, like roughly 600 million Americans, all calling them racist, misogynistic, simply for having an opinion. I'm sure some of those people could be racist, but guess what? There's people on the other side, the liberals, that are also racist. Racism is not something that has engulfed America in the past 20 years. People are making this a problem. That's why people have problems with social justice warriors, because instead of defining something as an individual event, they define everybody involved by race, skin color, their ethics, everything that person has. They throw everybody in that certain group under the bus. They are a collectivist movement that pretty much needs to be shut down, because collectivism is next to Marxism, which is communism. And I have personally lost friends, good friends, because of this, simply because they have fallen prey to this false ideology, to this new neo-progressive movement that everyone's been so engulfed with. The media has lied and taken prey on the emotions of these people, and nobody cares. There's only a small amount of people that's actually trying to talk against people, trying to make people aware of what the media and what the left wing has turned into. A monster has been breeded, and nobody is willing to say something against it. And the bad thing is, if you do try to say something against it, you are immediately defined as a racist and a xenophobic, and everything that these people hate, they immediately call you that, simply because you were trying to show them and express your opinion that is remotely different than yours. It's a fascist ideology, and it's honestly insane to sit here and watch these people become everything that they have called others throughout this entire election and for the past couple of years. They are the reason why the Democratic Party lost this election. They are the reason why the DNC has such an issue right now, trying to fix their own problems. And the bad thing is, the media, even after realizing this, even after seeing what happened for what they have done, they are continuously putting out hate messages and lies about Donald Trump. It's as if they completely just disregarded why they lost the election and decided, hey, whatever, we'll move on. And as you can see, this is why you cannot do this. Yellow journalism, spreading lies, to people getting hurt by this, it's not something that I'm trying to put out there and say you're wrong for thinking this way. Even though you kind of are, I do respect your views. But if you're going to do this sort of thing, people are going to get hurt. You cannot spread lies. You cannot conform to spreading those lies when it's just simply not truth. People are going to catch on. People are going to backlash against you. That's why so many people voted for Trump. You can sit here and blame it on racism. You can sit here and blame it on misogyny. You can blame it on xenophobia. You can blame it on homophobia. But at the end of the day, it is your fault. And you have to accept that. You have to grow up and move on past what you think you stand for. Because what you stand for isn't right. You think it is because you've been led to believe that, but you need to reevaluate your views and think for yourself. And if you don't believe me when I say people have been led to this, here's a perfect example.
Oh, we disrespectful.
Yeah, he voted Trump!
She been 35. Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all vote. I gotta do that to her. Damn.
Beat his ass!
Don't vote Trump.
Don't vote Trump! Don't vote Trump!
Yeah, this shit didn't it. Still in scut.
Hey, y'all be gone though.
Wait, take the lighter shot.
And as a moral person, I don't know how to look at this and think that this isn't a hate crime against someone for being white. Obviously, they're mad at him because he is white and because he voted for Trump. And I'm not grouping in saying that they're black people, because just because they happen to be black means absolutely nothing. They are hitting him specifically because of his personal views. They have been led to believe from liberal media that he is a racist person, which is why they are attacking him. This is why everything that the yellow journalistic media has been doing is leading up to this. And unless the lies and deceit stop, you're going to see more of this. You're going to see more and more stuff based upon the opposition of it being race. The base on this being hate crimes against certain amount of people, and it's going to go both ways. You're going to see people go against black people, you're going to see people go against white people, and it doesn't need to be that way. The media has built it up to be this way, and it's honestly some of the most arrogant garbage I have seen in my entire life. And I've been on this world for a while. I've seen some stuff. And the fact that people can look at this and not see that we have a race war slowly creeping its way behind us, it's ignorant to me that people cannot see that. And even though it should not be made about race, simply because the media is making it about race is the reason why it's going to become something about race, which is why we need to stop this right now. The only way we can do this is stop looking at things as race issues, gender issues, homophobic issues, especially when they're not issues. This is why the reason why the whole left side right now is a problem. And I'm trying my best not to generalize people, because when I say the whole left side, I do mean the specific left side, like neo-progressive left side, that is brainwashing people into believing stuff like this. Not all white people are bad. Not all black people are bad. Not all Muslims are bad. Not all gays are bad. This is what the majority of everybody knows. There's only a small amount of people fighting against this kind of ideology because they think that what I just said is ludicrous. They think that white people hate everybody, that black people are being oppressed, and that we're culturally appropriating them, that men hate women, and all of these other completely ignorant things just simply aren't true. They're just generalized about us. And it's hard to explain to a lot of people this kind of way of thinking because they've been, in lack for better words, brainwashed. And that is where I'm going to end the video today. This is my 2 cents pretty much. I'm definitely going to come out with more videos. I really want to do a video pointing out all the media lies that have been gone against Trump, especially against like the Muslim and the immigration issues, and definitely the war in Iraq. Even though during debates, like Hillary said, like he was definitely for the war in Iraq, not necessarily. I do want to touch in on that, and I want to try to relinquish some of the fears that people are having, especially against Trump. Like, people that don't understand politics are the ones that are freaking out right now simply because they don't understand. And I think a simple enlightenment would help. So that concludes this video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If you want to refute anything that I said, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. I like talking about this kind of stuff. If you think I'm an ignorant dick and you can't prove it in any other way than saying I'm a racist, then don't bother leaving a comment, because I'm not going to respond, because it's just not true. So peace out, have a great day.